Okay, so I'm going to go over Deuteronomy 12. A lot of people are using verse 21 to try to make it, make it right in their own eyes to do these feasts inside of the land, inside of America, when they're not looking at context or what it actually means to where he's expanding his borders. So let's read verse 21. If the place which the Lord thy God hath chosen to put his name there be too far from thee, then thou shalt kill of thy herd and of thy flock, which the Lord hath given thee. And I have commanded thee, and thou shalt eat in thy gates whatsoever thy soul lusteth after. So let's just go the verse right before to kind of give a little bit of context, and then we'll go back to the beginning. When the Lord thy God shall enlarge thy border. That's very important, and we're going to see in Joshua 1:4 what that's talking about. As he hath promised thee, and thou shalt say, I will eat flesh, because thy soul longeth to eat flesh. Thou mayest eat flesh, whatsoever thy soul lusteth after. Okay, before we go to Joshua 1:4 and see where he's enlarging these borders, so let's go to the top. Let's start at verse 1. These are the statutes and judgments which ye shall observe to do in the land, which the Lord thy God of thy fathers giveth thee to possess it, all the days that ye live upon the earth. And it talks about destroying images once they come into the land where the Canaanites are. Verse 5, But unto the place which the Lord thy God shall choose out of all your tribes to put his name there, which is going to be Jerusalem, even unto the habitation shall ye seek, and thither thou shalt come. Let's go to verse 8, very important. Ye shall not do all the things that we do here this day, every man whatsoever is right in his own eyes. Verse 10, But when ye go over the Jordan, which is in Joshua 5, and dwell in the land which the Lord your God giveth you to inherit, this is the promised land, once you go there, okay, these are the instructions, and when he giveth you rest from all your enemies round about, so that ye dwell in safety, then there shall be a place which the Lord your God shall choose to cause his name to dwell there. Thither shall ye bring all that I command you, your burnt offerings, and your sacrifices, and your tithes, and your heave offerings of your hand, and all your choice vows, which ye vowed unto the Lord. So what it's saying is, once he enlarges the borders, brings the Israelites into the promised land, if they can't make it to Jerusalem where he writes his name, but they're in the promised land, they can kill. If they can't make it there in time, they can kill, they can eat within their gates. They can do that. But for sacrifices, tithes, heave offerings, anything has to be brought to the temple, to the priest, brought there, no matter what, for the 3 holy convocations, for these feast days. Okay, so the borders of the promised land was not expanded to America. It wasn't expanded around anywhere that we make in our own eyes or anywhere we live. Let's look at Joshua 1:4 and see exactly what they're talking about. Start at verse 5. Every place that the sole of your foot shall tread upon, that I have given unto you, as I laid unto Moses, from the wilderness and his Lebanon unto the great river, the river Euphrates, and all of the land of the Hittites, and unto the great sea towards the going down of the sun, shall be your coast. This is where he expanded the borders. Joshua came through. He first went and took over Jericho, and then went through Ai, and just so on. It was this big swoop all the way around, cleaning out the Canaanites, establishing the land for each of the tribes, and then he landed somewhere right in the middle because he was from Ephraim. And this is how he expanded his borders. This is where they were allowed to eat. This is not where you're allowed to eat. I mean, this is where if you were there, you could do it if we had the right calendar. But we're in America on a profane calendar. Stop trying to use this verse, Deuteronomy 12:21, to rectify doing something holy in a profane land, please. I pray this is edifying and educational. Love you guys. Bye.